Alright, welcome to Treehouse for real this time. Last time we did some stuff and then I skipped once because I had exams to prepare for. This time we're gonna try and start working on implementing a new asset system for trial, which I've described in my log entry here. You'd read that probably. But yeah, let's get going here.
I did read it, yes.
Yep. Oh shit, because I changed the fucking file attributes of everything, it's all fucked now. Probably do that. Uh, 644 is this default thingy, isn't it? Or something? I forget the fucking numbers for file permissions. What does 644 mean? Ugh. Every time I do anything, I have to look all this shit up and then I forget it again immediately after. Okay, 6 is RW with that X, so we'll do that. Directories aren't X, you can't go into them, right? That's how that works. Anyway. Oh. Huh? Oh, whatever. Fuck this. Okay. I'll figure that out later. Gonna make a new branch, and it's gonna be the assets or something. That happen or what? Okay, I think it did. Maybe? Or, no, I don't think I checked it out. Okay, there we go. Good. Alright. Here we go.
I prefer to use chmod with EGU plus W, a G equals RWX, for add write capability to user, and set group permissions to RWX. Can tell we are in the properly stream now as there is still constant swearing, but there is Lisp on the screen.
Hey! God damn it. Alright, do I even use this anywhere? I don't think I do. It was just an interesting idea I had. Yep, I don't. I can throw that away. Asset cache is what? Actually, let me just do the nuclear option. There we go. Feels better. Let me also perform the nuclear option on here. Well, actually, no, let's not. Build request. But I will get rid of this. Yeah. What in the fresh? Oh, I see why I'm doing that. That's a really bad way of doing that. Oh lord, alright. Okay. Yeah, that... There we go. Okay. Now then. I'm gonna actually just move all of this to the same file. No. No. Okay. Resource list. Change to copyright, and there we go. Yep. What are OpenGL, like the fucking IDs that OpenGL returns? What are they called? I think they're called names, but I'm not entirely certain on that. Okay, GL create textures. Names of the new texture options. But yeah. Texture names. Okay, so they're names. Sure if I like that. Okay, the method allocate. Right, and then we want... they'll actually... keep that in access, so fuck it. Yep. Where do I use load? That's not it. That is it. Pause. What? Oh, that's in the asset. Never mind, that's fine. So the assets use it, of course. Editor stuff. Main graph. It. Geometry. loading there. Trying to figure out if there's anything that depends on the current implementation of how the loading stuff works. If not, I can tear that out. Well, loader, no, that's just calling that. Fine. Nothing is depending on the method combination there. Yeah, I don't see anything. Good. Very good. Okay. Means I can make this much cleaner. Still. What else do we need? Resource. I want to report allocations. No, not in general. No. Okay, so we won't trace that either. That'll be fine. Then we need to have... Okay, how do we get the context? That's another issue I have that I'm not sure how to resolve. Probably... I have a Windows system, but I don't think I'll actually do that anymore. Yeah, let's tear that out. Window... What? Why do you depend on that? Oh. Okay. Okay, needs to get window gone. Oh. And now in context list. For context, that's it. Right, and then... Right. So where do we point that? Have to be finding it somewhere. Right? Basically what I want to do is have context be a global variable so that we only ever have one context active. But with context we'll still need to make sure that the context is active in the current thread. Entrance and body. Yeah. Well, no, okay.
Are global variables an anti-pattern are not in Lisp?
No. I use loads of global variables. Plus, in this case, the context really does need to be a, I don't even know what it's called anymore. A singleton? The reason for this is that, like, I decided on this. For a long time, I wanted to let you have multiple kinds of contexts. The problem with that is... Well, actually, hold on. No, I'll leave it like this. The problem with allowing multiple different kinds of contexts is that certain things, especially the asset system, are going to become incredibly complex. Because then the asset needs to track in which context it's loaded, and then depending on the current context, retrieve the proper value for it, which means a forced additional indirection through a table, which can become significant. It's also just a very significant amount of mental overhead to make sure that everything will always still work regardless of how many contexts there are. So I've decided against that. I don't want to necessarily make it hard to do, but yeah. What makes global variables not really that big of a problem in Lisp is that they are dynamically bound. Like, they don't have lexical extent, they have dynamic extent. Is something you don't actually have in other languages, in most other languages. For instance, in Java, C, and I think C++ as well, you don't have dynamic extent variables. That's just not possible to have. In JavaScript, you have a single variable that has dynamic extent, which is this. This variable has dynamic extent, which is weird as fuck, but yeah, there you go. What dynamic extent means is that the value, the binding of the variable depends on its current execution context rather than its compile time context. So I can, for instance, if I have a function that simply prints some variable that is dynamically bound, I can call it with a binding surrounding the call, and then call that function, and it'll see this value rather than the global one. Right. So that helps a huge ton in making things still local rather than global. But very often you want to have some kind of table or some kind of storage and stuff, and you make that global, and there's no problem. Anyway, so what do I want to do in the display? I want to have with context. So what does this do? The entrance. I mean, it's been a while since I've done any of this. That's just for releasing. And then this is current, and either not re-entrant or we're waiting, then we do this, okay. Right, so we only conditionally release it. I mean, you can make everything into an anti-pattern if you want to, baggers. If you're a bad coder, everything's of an anti-pattern. I just think design principles and like fucking... what is it? Forgot the fucking name for it. What was it? The Java thingy that everyone does. Design patterns? I think design patterns are a load of bollocks. Okay.
The value is overstated for sure.
Problem with design patterns is that they pretend that they're a solution. They're not. They're copy-paste. Don't solve a problem. They just pretend they're not copy-pasta. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure how to do this. What I want to change is that I want to have the global binding of the context set so that I can access it from any thread while the application is running. I'll worry about that somewhere else. I think. I'm not sure. But doing so violates a couple of principles about this, I believe. Well, maybe it doesn't, since this manipulates that. Yeah, if I just don't use a with context, dead. No, that'll still cause problems as it is right now. Okay. I think for now, what I'll do is simply not care about that here, even though that's not so nice. And this one. Sure about that. Whatever. Okay. Goodbye. This still needs to happen somehow. Still haven't thought about that part, but that can happen another time. Resource. No, wait, we're not doing resource. I'm an idiot. Oh shit, I even copy pasted the wrong code into the thing. To the blog entry. Whoops, that's a bad thingy. Gotta fix that ASAP. Whoopsie doodle. Okay. Fixed. Why did I close the page? Nobody knows. Right, and we have a reload. For convenience's sake. Oh. Mm-hmm. Let's... Will have a name? Yes, it does. Go flatting. I don't need to. Fine. Do I register an asset? Asset. Yep. Yep. That. And prevent some errors during initialization. Good. Shoot that. Okay. Need anything more for research. One thing that is a bit problematic is garbage collection. I know that typically in engines you don't do automated garbage collection, but I do like to have it because memory safety at some point is better than none at all. And I'm kind of afraid of losing track of things. Now, problem is that you can't install a finalizer on yourself. So what I had was a system where you could deallocate a resources data pointer directly to the class name. I don't know if that's a good idea. How do we do this? Well, we can install the finalizer on the object itself, but it can't capture itself, so we can't use a method that specializes on a class because obviously the object will be gone by then. So what I can do instead is add a method that constructs a destructor function that captures the resource. The resources data, knows how to destroy it. And that way we can do that. So what I want to do is that. So after that we cancel the finalization. And allocate buffer. We add a nice resource. Yep. And now we need to provide an implementation for that, and the default will an empty lamp. Good. Okay, finalize, cancel. Stuff, good. Yep, fantastic. Alright, that should take care of that part. And now we should be good to go and wire around all the other assets. Fine before. Oh boy. Here we go. This is gonna be the tough part. You don't have curse inputs anymore. So gone. You don't have that anymore either. You do have the destructor now. Parent format. Object text params. Images to textures. All of this stuff. Go. Something. How do I organize all this? Oh dear. Oh dear me. Dear, dear me. What? Ugh. Gonna be... I don't even know if I want to keep any of this, or if I just want to start anew and then keep things as I need them, maybe. Oh boy. Hmm. Because all of this is... Well, not all of it, but kind of most of it is... garbage by now. I think I'll throw it all away. I like having a clean slate. Yep. Except for the... Still fine for the most part. Except actually, never mind. Okay, now I need a width and height. Right. Okay, that's fine. What is the texture size stuff? Is there a limit on the width and the height, or just a combined? Max texture size. Where's that fucking document? I don't want to I don't want 3 billion forum threads. Give me the... Oh, Lord. Doesn't actually tell. Okay, great. The value gives a rough estimate of the largest texture that GL can handle. The value must be at least 64. Wow. 64. Holy shit. Okay, so it's for either width or either height. Okay. Combined size. Good.
Um. Let's I'll get that next. Okay. Mhm. How do you? Can you do GL text storage 2D and like increase or change it, or? Storage requirements for all level of a two-dimensional texture, one-dimensional continuously. The format and dimensions of all levels become immutable unless it is a proxy texture. Of the image may be modified. Storage requirements may not change.
Increase what?
Change the size of a texture. Oh, so text storage creates an immutable one, but text image does not. Interesting.
Beat me to it.
Interesting. So you probably might want to have a parameter for that. A parameter wrapper for that. Where's that axis? You don't need. Well, actually, that should be axis. That should this be? Not be.
I'd advise against it, at least for now. Texture completeness is rage-inducing.
Yeah. Magic. Alright, now we come to the fun, happy times of allocating this fucking texture shit. With all the different variants of doing that. Oh boy. We have texture level, the target we already have, right? Yeah. Journal format. Right, we do have that. I still love this stuff in like APIs that have existed for a long time. Like parameters, border, this value must be 0. Genius! Ah, shit.
Got to have a set value or it won't work.
There is loads of that stuff in the Windows APIs. Let's call this... Oh, typo. Okay, so that's for extra 2D. I know other things have more stuff. 2D, 1D, 3D sub-image. And then there's the array thingies, isn't there? Or do you do that with text image 3D again? I forget. I think you do that with just the 3D thingy. Right? Text or... Yes.
One second, I'll send you the list.
List for what? Yeah. Right. Okay. Alright, the multi-sample stuff.
These are the texture types and what storage functions they use.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. What was it? Multi-sample stuff takes some more parameters, doesn't it? Storage 2D multi-sample. Yeah, this.
You're welcome.
Fixed sample locations. That sounds like a good parameter. Balls. It doesn't even say what fixed sample locations means in the ARB or it's mentioned in the signatures, but it doesn't explain what it means. Fantastic. You kidding me? Oh, whatever. I'm gonna disregard that for now. Ah, shit. Okay, so that's base stuff thing.
I hated getting the texture storage and image format stuff worked out first time around.
Yeah, I can imagine. Errors of it, right? Where did I do that with the thing with cleanup on failure? Okay. I see. Okay. Where did you find that? Not in the document I'm looking at. Okay. Thanks. Alrighty, how do we do this now? Oh. What is proxy texture shit? Never seen that before. That's some new GL5 or some shit stuff. What I've even defined in target 2D, 3D, 1D array, 2D array, text rectangle, cube map, map array, buffer, 2D multisample array. Okay, there's some stuff missing there for sure. Let me order that better.
Ignore the texture proxy stuff, only there for completeness. Old as shit.
Okay, good. I shall ignore it. Gladly. What the fuck is texture rectangle? Isn't that our old as shit thingy? Probably is. Hmm. Cannot have bitmaps. Okay. Non-normalized texture coordinates in conjunction with filtering.
IIRC, it was guaranteed rectangle texture support from when at WASNT always allowed.
Right, yeah, that's what the wiki says. Okay, I'm gonna disregard those as well. Fuck that. Next, that I don't know, GL texture buffer.
Cool.
Buffer texture. Buffer texture is a one-dimensional texture whose storage comes from a buffer object. What is this shit? Okay.
Not sure when those are useful, but CEPL supports them anyway.
Right. I'll keep them in, I guess. Not sure where I got texture 2D multisample array from. Oh, from here. Okay.
They don't allow mipmaps, and elements can only be fetched rather than obtained using the GLSL texture function.
Right. Texture arrays can't be set with GL text image 2D, right? They have to be allocated through storage 3D, right?
One D arrays can.
Can, okay. I mean, for yeah, 2D arrays it does make sense, but alright. Not sure how I want to organize this, since the functions have different kind of parameters and stuff. Alright, oh boy. Oops, let me look at that thing you sent me.
Like you said, 2D texture arrays use texture storage 3D.
Right, yep. No, wait, hold on. So the texture buffer is allocated what? How? Is that a 2D texture or what? Or one-dimensional? Text buffer or text buffer range? What? Okay, so you don't use the creation function for that. Use something fucking else that I'll just ignore. Oh. Actually, let me just get rid of this and not support it for now. I'll worry about it another day.
Good move.
I'll need to check all the things here further to make sure they're not inappropriate. Text image doesn't exist for 3D, right? Okay.
GL text image 3D does exists.
That's it. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Right. Okay. Bum. Oh shit.
The text image functions and the text storage functions are not really equivalent, as the ones made by text image are incomplete. You still need to go through every image, bitmap, etc. and allocate the storage. If I remember correctly anyway.
You mean for the 3D or what? What is the ref stuff? Not explained anywhere?
For all text image functions.
No. No, you don't. At least as far as I remember. Like, if you call text image 2D, then it allocates the storage for you, right? I don't think you need to do that for every bitmap level either. You just say how big it is. Or I might be confusing what exactly you're saying. I'm not sure I understand. Mutable storage allocation functions allocate one bitmap level of the texture at a time. Because each bitmap level is created individually, it is more difficult to ensure that they allocate. Yes, right, but can't you just call GL gen bitmaps or whatever to generate the bitmaps automatically? If you don't want to specify them yourself. As far as I understand, if you you only need to do that manually for each level if you want to have full control over each bitmap. Otherwise, you can simply call gen bitmaps and you're done. Because that's what I've been doing so far all my life, and it's been working. I'm quite sure that's the case. Anyway, what the fuck are these rev formats? I have no idea what the rev means.
My bad then, D.
What does that mean?
I gotta head off now. Thanks for the stream.
Okay, see you. No, it's just reversed for some reason. Oh, I see now.
Rev stands for reversed.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure reversed in which way or what exactly the hell was up with that. But I guess it just means that the bytes are ordered in the opposite way. But, like, okay, what's confusing me is, like, they're written 332 and then you have 233, but rev. Which would make them the same as this again, but what's the point in that? I don't quite understand what exactly that means. I'll just not worry about it right now. Oh wait, fuck. I fucked this up. There we go. I think that's all of these. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Never mind. Okay. Oh, whoops. Ah, balls. Ugh. Man, oh man. Stuff is insane. Actually, hold on. Can I... Ah, not that far back. There we go. Or maybe. Why are there so many of these? Jesus. Wait, that's RGB, never mind. I don't even know if I should do this. Whatever. Oh, I forgot to turn the GL prefix. Whoops. There we go. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to look pretty. Check. Texture. Kernel format. Check. Texture. Pixel. What? Check. Text. Type. What did I specify as the default texture pixel type? I don't remember. Time machine? No, texture. Format data type. Okay. Alright. Jesus. So these should probably be computed instead. Wait, there we go. Now it's right. Okay, that does that. And we're already overtime. Jesus, didn't even notice. Oh well. Not actually sure if I want to do this like this instead of just calling them explicitly as necessary. will be a minor bit of duplication, but I don't think it's a problem. Especially given that the arguments diverge and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Go for a while longer since I started late due to my right. So actually probably I honestly don't know why with accessors it doesn't allow you to just use the function name instead of, like with slots allows you to use the slot name. You have to specify both the function name and the variable name. I don't understand that at all. Wait, storage 1D should. I'm gonna say 1. Yep. 1 for true. Alright, that takes care of the allocation part. Next, we need... anything. Not sure how to handle the cube map case. Because cube maps are... Few maps have 6 different targets, right? Makes them a pain in the ass to deal with. Because, you know, the same texture still represents, well, one texture. There's just 6 targets that you need to individually bind and allocate. Which makes it a pain. I'll do that as a special capability. There we go. That should be fine. Yeah. Oh no, wait, that's not fine. Never mind, that doesn't work. Fuck. Not an actual binding. Cons and the pixel data otherwise. That should. Right, that's another part done. This stuff I can probably copy item. Maybe. Yes. Hmm. Wait, oh, what? we have the answer? These are also things that don't apply to some. All such a fucking mess. Holy shit. Okay. Fine. Alright, that's it, I think. At least for the raw texture part. Like this. I don't have any more. There we go. All right. That's one part done. I guess I'll work at some, if I find the time, which I probably will during the current week, I'll have a look at, I'll do the rest of the resources and assets and stuff, and translate all of this to the new system. And then watch the world burn. Alright. Right. Okay. That was it for the treehouse, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for joining me, and see you guys next week.